I know this place. The village is not far away to the right.
Correct. We have some creatures here, though. One creature. I was going to say, if that barrel attacks me, I'm not going to be amused. And now there are Deadwalkers here and an exploding dude. How many though? Shield dude, axe dude, exploding dude. We should be able to clean these guys out. Okay, let's get the archer out. Nice. Here comes exploding dude. Now we'll be able to get a bigger crossbow later on, and you can actually almost defeat these guys entirely with crossbow bolts. Oh, I'm staggering him! You okay there, Sybil? I was actually staggering him, damn. I've tried to put a lot of thought into my build. I'm not usually that particular about, you know, you have to get the best angles on everything. You know, and the best, you need to balance everything perfectly so you can do the best damage, because that's what the good players do. Oh, come on. You're going to make me switch to my sword, aren't you? Don't forget to kick when you're wielding the longsword. Now we're getting some tainted blood. I just need 2,000 points. See, I question the game design here on this, because we just fought a boss, and I was ready for it, so it wasn't that bad. But now you actually have a second boss to fight. They stacked bosses at the end of the chapter. I want to say it's really not fair. If you're not ready for it, you could find yourself with no potions, no traps. I actually need to make more traps. And, you know, in basically an impossible situation. Ha! Gotcha.
Fuck me, Vulcan. Where were you? We were up to our necks in it. They're everywhere. We're holding this gate, but I think the others have been overrun.
Do you know where the captain is?
He headed for the center of the village. Sounded like it wasn't going well over there. You should go and help him.
Okay, that was a glitchy-ass little cutscene. Well, there you are, Buffalo. I don't know where you've been. And yes, this is an objective. Now, I think we defended one barricade. Right? Defend the west barricade and the east barricade. Did we already defend one of them? I usually wind up failing this quest. Oh, specters don't like that. When you're slashing as fast as that, that's why base physical damage is important. Oh, shit. Anybody else here? Need help? And we finally leveled. Jeez. Okay, more points here. Chance of superhuman dodge for the duration of an assault. 30%. Ability to interrupt of assault. Assault is the right click. I've been using that a lot more lately. And we need apothecary. Fewer ingredients to make potions. So what exactly did that do for us? Health potion was taking 12. Now it takes 8, so it reduced crafting requirements by 30%. I'll take that. Come on, Sybil. Got to assist at the other gate here. Oh, wow. Oh, shit, I got him staggered again. Let me out. Now he's gonna explode. Why am I'm not even doing damage. Private Bumpkin, you survived. Come on, man. Good show. He usually doesn't survive. That's awesome. Now, if you go right through there, that is the path to the square, but we only defended one barricade, right? Yeah, we defended the west barricade. We need to go to the east barricade. Whoa! There's more here? Come on, I just cleared this. Let's go up here. See if I can find the other barricade. Ah, yes, here we go. No! No, get out of there! Get out! I'm stuck in a fucking corner! Believe this. And we did it. Okay, there, Mason. He made it. Poisoned, but he made it. Alright. I don't know if that's going to have an effect on the next boss, but we'll see. Quick save here. Deadwalker General.
The Prince is on the move again, and he's not wasting any time.
The puppet he confronts, it is not like the others.
It's more likely to be the puppet master. He looks like a Deadwalker general. He's probably leading the assault on Valvenor.
All of this power he animates with, it belongs to me. It was stolen and twisted by your miserable magicians. It is time to take back what is mine by right.
If you're planning to take care of him like all the others, sounds good to me. Prince Arundel won't last long facing that kind of monster.
He is using more power than thou wilt allow me to deploy.
I can take care of myself, and here's my plan. I'm gonna come at him with everything I've got. Killing their general is gonna screw up our enemies big time. Let's go do it.
Okay, traps are a big one for this guy. Oh, yeah, well, didn't do that much damage. The problem here is his ice attack. he's coming for me. Okay, he got me. And now I'm moving slowly. Okay, let's drink health potions. Frozen again. Okay, mana potion. Come on! Somebody's getting backstabbed on him. Ooh, somebody hit him. Shit. I was waiting for that. I kept thinking he was gonna do it. Come on, I dodged! I'm out and dead. Alright, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take a second to craft traps. How many can I craft? Looks like 4. So 5 traps. Let's try this again.
The prince is up. It's more. Or if you, I can.
Okay, now he's gonna come over here. Some traps. Come on! I told him to throw fireballs. See, that did something. Okay, I'm just gonna lay traps here like crazy, because he is going to come over here. Yep, see, here he comes. Okay, not too bad. We still have 2 traps on the ground. Now he's doing his big ice thing. He's walking away. You can't run from me. Okay. Half. Yeah, he recognized.
I know not what thy father did to him, but he seems to want to take revenge personally.
No. No! What the fuck are you doing? No! Don't dodge back into him! Is there still 1 trap on the ground? Okay. Come on, asshole. Shit. Come on. Come on. Nope. Staying back. I think I'm getting low on my health potions, though. Yeah, come on. She's the one who staggered him. Come on! We got it.
That was one tough death's head, but it won't command anyone now. Without their general, the Deadwalkers should leave us alone for a while. But they'll reorganize, so we can't stay here.
You're right, mercenary. Let's use the time to leave. It's now or never if we're going to get to Karalthas. My father and the armies of the Free Nations should be there. If we hurry, we may be able to participate in the mother of all battles and finally push back the Ice Lords.
If thou dost throw thyself into this battle, the only thing that thou wouldst find is thy death, and the only chance thou hast for saving this world will disappear with thee. Their armies will not win. He knows this, but that is not what motivates him. He is seeking his father's approval. He wants to buy the crown by delivering us to his king. He believes we are at his command. But he is mistaken. I only serve and live for the World Heart. Thy elven city is closer. I can feel it. Forget these suicidal battles. If thou join with them, thy so-called friends will end up turning against thee out of fear or envy.
Sybil would never raise a finger against me. She will back me to the end.
The scribe, who is as pretty as she is innocent. Art thou naive? The scribes manipulated thee in the temple and the swamp. But thou placest thy trust in their leader's daughter? Their leader, whose killer thou doth protect? Thou hast no more choice. Thou must hasten to the World Heart and purify it. It is thine only chance. Do combat there, and if thou art not slain, at least one of thy companions, if not all of them, will betray thee to try to control or study the power I bring thee.
Vulcan? Vulcan? You were far away. Is it the demon? He was talking to you, wasn't he?
Yes, it happens sometimes.
You have to make a decision soon. Will you join us in the battle at Karalthas?
I don't know yet.
I understand. It's been a long day. I'll let you think it over for a while. Let me know when you've made a decision.
Well, and we get to talk to everybody. Fortunately, everybody we killed in the battle does not drop loot. Well, what say you, Relmar?
Do you think we should listen to Prince Arundel and go with him to Karlthas?
The great elven army and what is left of the human army in this part of Vertial are now gathering at Karlthas. Separately, none of these troops stood a chance. But united... well, in any case, it's the only hope we have left. Reinforcements from the Freeborn Blades and Red Scribes will help. And so will you, from what I've seen. And even if I don't approve of all the strategic choices made by my sovereign these last few years, I think he'll rise to the occasion now that he can no longer retreat. He knows the lands around Karlthas perfectly, so I'm sure he will bring the battle onto terrain that will favor us. And since you're curious to know more about what happened to you, my people's scholars are famous. They can surely help you.
You've got it all figured out.
I believe we can manage to hold the Deadwalker army back this time, though it's a bit early to start celebrating.
Do you think we ought to follow the prince to Karlthas?
If you want to get to the World Heart, we'll need to go by there. But the prince's company seems both unnecessary and dangerous. Believe me, I know his type all too well. Invested with a mission, he is soon overwhelmed by, probably named by some obscure prophecy. In the name of his family, or because of an idealized vision of his future duties as sovereign, he will give his all. In other words, all his imbecility. Chasing after glory and honor unprepared and unprotected, he will only lead us to disaster.
Seeing the shit we're in, I don't think he's doing it just for the glory. He's got an interest in having everybody survive.
And in making it look like everyone has survived entirely due to his talents, and not those of a mercenary who can produce flames and defeat a general of the Deadwalkers. Do you really believe he wants you around just because he enjoys your company? Not to mention the increasing threat implied by our friends dressed all in red.
What do you suggest we do?
When we get to Carolthas, we better give them the slip and head to Blackfrost's domain.
Why should we go down there?
Because those lands are positioned quite close to the city of the elves, and like all the lands of the Ice Lords, it's a point of entry into the World Heart.
Her mouth did not move the entire time. Captain?
We'll be able to break camp soon. Where's our next objective?
For now, we're going to stick with the Red Scribes. They haven't paid us yet, and they won't until we reach Carolthas. In any case, that's where we're headed. I sent Wolf on ahead of us a few weeks ago to see if he could find fresh volunteers for us, but I don't think there's much hope of that. This war is looking worse and worse for us. In 10 years fighting, the Deadwalkers haven't lost a single battle. I suppose we could hide for a while. But considering what's left of Vertiel, that would be like hiding in a pile of ashes. We have to come up with some alternatives. And for now, I can only think of one. The demon. For the moment, it's the only card we have left to play.
Thy captain is less stubborn than thee. Methinks I should perhaps have chosen him as a vessel.
That's not a good idea, Captain. As long as we still don't know what he is, and more importantly, what he wants, I wouldn't trust him.
Well, up until now, he's been useful. I think if he'd wanted to harm us, he would have already done it, huh? But it's you that has to live with him, so I guess it's up to you.
Prince Arundel is asking us to join up with his forces in Carolthas to fight the Deadwalker army. What do you think?
For years now, the Knight has fought in many battles and with many different armies. The generals, the kings, and the chiefs of those armies were usually ready to sacrifice the lives of their men with no remorse in order to win. If the mercenary goes to Carolthas, this prince will use him for his own purposes and sacrifice him if needs be. He cares for nothing beyond his own safety. And if he is faced with the Ice Lords, he would turn and flee, as did his brothers before him. The Knight is weary of these doubts and petty thoughts. He wishes to return to the attack and strike the Ice Lords at their very hearts. If he was in the mercenaries' place, he would listen to the demon and follow its plan. And he would like to know that he would not stand alone in this final battle.
That's interesting. I wouldn't have pegged Randall as somebody who would be, well, basically pro-demon at this point.
Arundel wants me to go with him to Carolthas. What do you think?
You should go with him. Carolthas is our only hope for now, and the prince seems like a good man. We would be safer there. Both the human and elven armies are gathered there, and I believe you may find some answers there also. The elven sages are some of the wisest people on Vertiel. If anyone can figure out what has happened to you, they can.
It's pretty obvious what happened to me. A demon has somehow gotten into my head, and now I gotta live with it.
And this does not worry you?
Yeah, it's starting to scare me.
I can imagine. These new powers come at a price, and I fear that you, Vulcan, your very self, may be the price that has to be paid. You must go to Carolthas so they can examine you. I believe you must find a way to control this thing, Or even rid yourself of it before it's too late.
What do you intend to do now? We can't stay here.
I have to talk things over with the other members of my order. But we planned on going to Corralthas. And I think that is still the best idea. Everything that is left of the human and elf armies is there. If we join forces, we should be strong enough to hold out against the Deadwalkers. The contract with your company only ends once there anyway, and I doubt your captain wants to break it. What's more, it might be an excellent opportunity to learn more about your guest. The elven sages are famous, and their library holds many reference books. And I suggest, until we should learn more, that you neither listen to it nor obey it. I think it's lying to you, manipulating you, and that it has other goals than just our survival.
Well, trying to play this as a virtuous sort of playthrough. So I think...
There you are, at last. So, have you made your decision?
Indeed.
I will fight with you at Carolthas. Your army may be our only chance of victory.
Idiot! Thou hast sentenced thyself to death.